Good morning, students. I welcome you all to my history class. My name is Tarannum Rais Khan and I am from Love Grow Pumping MPS, Worli. So this is our history class and I welcome you all. I'm very happy to be here. Also, I hope everyone is healthy, everyone is fine at their home, maintaining social distancing, and during this pandemic time, keeping care of themselves as well as the elders and children in their family. All students, I welcome you all, and history is a very interesting subject. We should all take interest in a history subject. Okay, so let us start with the new lesson. As we all know that we have completed our last topic, which was an ideal ruler, which was very interesting, and this is way more interesting lesson. So let us start with our new lesson, new topic. Okay, as we have completed an ideal ruler. So the name of our new lesson is the Maratha War of Independence. Let us start the slideshow. So this is everyday my first slide, which says you all to stay home, stay safe, and also to study well. Okay, so it's our responsibility during this lockdown to be at home, but also study well. This is our brief class rule, online class rules. All have to listen carefully as it is only the medium of instruction I have with you all. Follow the instructions, respect others, work quietly, study safely, arrive on time, and be prepared. So before coming to the class, all the students have to be prepared for the lesson. Okay, next we will see. Yes, this is the most important slide because what is it written on the slide? Today is the day to learn something new. Today we will learn something new about historical characters, what happened in the past. Today we are going to learn in this lesson. Today we are going to learn something new. Okay, next slide. Yes, so our history portion, as you know, is all about Swarajya and our beloved leader Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and his fight with the Mughals, his fight with the foreign powers to establish independent and sovereign state. Okay, yes. So this is our history lesson. The name of our lesson is the Maratha War of Independence, and I have given this lesson parts because it is a lengthy lesson, and we will finish this lesson in 3 lectures. In the coming 3 lectures, I will be doing this lesson. So this is the part 1 of the lesson. As you can see in the name, you can see there is war. Yes, so the Marathas, as you have studied in other chapters also, the Marathas were constantly against a war to establish Swarajya. So much pains they have taken, all the Maulas, the associates, the loyal associates of Shivaji Maharaj, to maintain the sovereign power, that is the Maratha power in the Maharashtra. So the Marathas were constantly in war for independence. Okay, so next slide we will see. Yes, now this lesson deals with what happened after Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's death. Okay, so after Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's death, how did Swaraj maintain? How was the associates of Shivaji Maharaj able to maintain Swarajya and able to fight with the foreign powers as they used to? Okay, so the Marathas actually fought with great valor, with great strength, fiercely, forcefully against the Mughals and also against other foreign powers. Now, in this fight, who led the Swaraj fight for Swaraj after the death of Shivaji Maharaj? We will see in this lesson. So we can see on our screen we have Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, we have Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj, and his wife Maharani Tarabai. These 3 were the prominent leaders in the fight for Swarajya, that is a fight for a sovereign and independent state after the death of Shivaji Maharaj. So this lesson basically deals with the history of Swarajya and all the adversities that associates has to face after the death of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, So next slide we will see. Yes. Now Aurangzeb, after the death of Shivaji Maharaj, what did Aurangzeb thought? That now the leader is dead. Now I can easily I can get the Maratha state under my empire. Under my empire, I can easily Maratha जो kingdom है, I can easily get that because Shivaji Maharaj is no more. But his thinking was wrong. His imagination was wrong. It was not right. It was not what he thought. He thought of a Maratha troop as very weak, but they were not, as we have studied in other chapters as well. They were warriors. They fought with great valor and great strength, fiercely, resistantly. They had a great resistance power. They used to defend very well against the Mughal army. So after the death of Shivaji Maharaj, what was Aurangzeb's plan? To start an invasion to the south in the year 1682. Okay, so this was his first plan. This was his first step in conquering the Maratha kingdoms. Now next, let us see the next slide. Okay, so the Maratha War of Independence, actually this whole process after the death of Shivaji Maharaj also lasted for the lengthy period of 27 years. And in this long war that lasted for 27 years, this war is actually called the Maratha War of Independence. Okay, so ये जो war है, जो tenure है, इनको इसे कहा जाता है Maratha War of 27 years. This denotes that how after the death of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, his associates, the leaders, prominent leaders, जो हमने we saw in other slides, like Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj, or Maharana Tarabai, his wife, how they all tried to maintain Swaraj even though after the death of Shivaji Maharaj. And this took them for the lengthy period of 27 years. So this War of Independence is called Maratha War of Independence, which lasted for 27 years. Okay, so next slide we will see. Okay, so Aurangzeb's dream. What was Aurangzeb's dreams? As I said you, his dream was to conquer the whole of Maratha Empire. He came to know that Shivaji is no more. So let us now conquer. Let us now attack fiercely with all his might, with all the artillery, army, navy, soldiers. You know, you have seen in movies how they attack with so many elephants, with horses. They have guns and they have artillery. So Aurangzeb's dream was to conquer the Maratha kingdom as soon as possible and forcefully. But as you can see, his dream was unfulfilled. And how it was unfulfilled, we will see in the next slide. Yes, so now Aurangzeb, as you can see, to fulfill his dream, he himself, he was a great emperor, as you know, Aurangzeb. So he himself led the invasion to the south. He himself went to the south of Maharashtra, to south of India, south of India, to conquer the Maratha states, to conquer the Maratha kingdom. He himself was the leader of that invasion. He said he wanted to conquer the Maratha kingdom as soon as possible. Okay, this war is an exciting and glorious period in the history of India because Aurangzeb himself was the leader of this invasion to the south. Okay, let us see the next slide. Okay, Chhatrapati. Now, first we will see that when was Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj? Sambhaji Maharaj was born. Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj was born on 14th of May 1657 on the fort of Purandar. Okay, so after Shivaji Maharaj, he became the Chhatrapati. उनको छत्रपति की जो उपाधि है वो दी गई है and you can see in the slide from wife Saibai. Okay, so his mother was Chhatrapati Sambhaji's mother was Saibai. So he was born on 14th of May 1657. You have to remember this date very well. Okay, next slide. We will see next what is there in our. Yes, so as I said you earlier, after the death of Shivaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj became the Chhatrapati. Okay, so next slide. Now at this time when he became the, as I can see, so at this time when Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj got Chhatrapati, became Chhatrapati, so at this time the Marathas were battling against the Mughals. And during the same period, at the same time, there was a conflict between the father and son. As you can see in the slide, who is his father? Can you guess? Yes, he is Aurangzeb, and his son Shehzade Akbar. So they both had a conflict amongst themselves, like they were against each other. Both the father and the son were against each other, and the son means Shehzade Akbar grew rebellious. उन्होंने उनका विरोध किया अपने खुद के पिताजी का, औरंगजेब का. Okay, so we will see next कि इतना interesting इसमें क्या होता है आगे. Next we will see next slide. Yes, so what did Akbar do? Akbar took shelter with Sambhaji Maharaj. Akbar very well knew that Sambhaji Maharaj was the number one enemy of my own father. So where did Akbar went after having a fight with his own father, after growing rebellious with his own father? Akbar went and took shelter with Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj. Okay, so next slide we will see. Yes, now what this made Aurangzeb more furious, more angry, that my own son has joined hands with the enemy. My own son is supporting my enemy, and my enemy Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj is also supporting my son and has also given shelter. So what did this furious Aurangzeb do? Aurangzeb got the support of Portuguese. Now who are these Portuguese? These Portuguese are also a type of foreign powers, okay? Like we see Nizam Shahi, Adil Shahi, the Siddhis. So these Portuguese were from Goa, and they were also foreign power, and they also tried to conquer and establish their own sovereign state, okay? So what did Aurangzeb do after Akbar joined hands with Sambhaji Maharaj? Aurangzeb also joined hands with Portuguese and got the support from the Portuguese. Now let us see the next slide. Yes. Now, when Sambhaji Maharaj was at a very young age, like from 9 years of age, 9 years means आप लोग होते हैं 4th or 5th में. So 9 years of age, since 9 years of age, Sambhaji Maharaj took great interest in civil administration and military campaign. You can see in the slide the very young Sambhaji Maharaj, how interestingly he is looking at people fighting, and they are like practicing swordsmanship. And Shivaji Maharaj, like how Shahaji Raje guided and taught various art forms to Shivaji Maharaj. Similarly, Sambhaji Maharaj also learned all these art forms, जो रणनीति होती है, जो politics होती है, military campaigns होते हैं, कैसे इसको conduct करना है. All this Sambhaji Maharaj learned from his father, the great Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Okay. Next slide we will see. Yes. So what does French traveler Abbé Carré writes something about our great Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj? What does Abbé Carré write? That even though the prince is young, he is courageous and brave like his father was famous for. Yes, ये Abbé Carré क्या है? अब आप सोचेंगे what is this Abbé Carré? Abbé Carré is the name, किसी का नाम है, वो French traveler थे. He was from France, okay? So he was a traveler, and traveler has a habit of writing down and noting down everything. So French traveler Abbé Carré, when he got to know about Sambhaji Maharaj, he got to know about the history of Sambhaji Maharaj during his times, during Sambhaji's time. What does he write in his book? You can see on the slide, there is a book. So what does he write? That Abbé Carré writes that even though the prince means who? Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj. Even though the prince is young, he is courageous and brave like his father was famous for. जैसे उनके पिताजी थे, कौन पिताजी? छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज. किस तरह से brave और courageous और warrior हमने पीछे chapters में we have studied in all the last chapters how courageous, organization skills and everything. So similarly, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj was also brave and courageous like his father. So how we come to know about this? From the written book, it's written in the book of Abbé Carré, who was a French traveler from France. French means the person who is from France is called French. Okay, so French traveler Abbé Carré has written this about Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj. Okay, so now what was actually Aurangzeb's dream? Look, from Kabul to Kanyakumari. Now you will say, teacher, Kabul is in Pakistan. So earlier, all this was part of India. Pakistan was also a part of India. The partition happened way after in 1900, the partition happened, 1947. So this we are talking about in the era of 16th century. So at that time, Kabul was also a part of Indian state, Indian country. So what was the dream of Aurangzeb? To conquer, to reign over the whole of India, from Kabul to Kanyakumari. He wanted to become the king of, become emperor of whole of India. Okay, so next slide we will see, this was the dream of Aurangzeb. Yes. Now what did Aurangzeb started? He said, now I will attack the fort of Nasik, fort of Ramses, which is at Nasik. So at this time also, Maratha power, the Maratha troops offered a great resistance to great resistance to the Mughal army. The Sambhaji, आपने पिछले slides में देखा, you have seen how Aurangzeb's dream was to conquer from Kabul to Kanyakumari. But Sambhaji Maharaj shattered his dreams with his bravery and military skills. The troops of the Maratha army attacked many of the Mughal territories. Now we know that Maratha army was like handful. आप गिन सकते हो, इतने कम थे, 600, 700, 800. But Mughal army was very big, very lengthy, countless army, navy, soldiers. उनके पास artilleries थी, elephants, horses, everything they had. Okay, but Mughal troops, we call them Maratha troops, we call them troops because they used to stay in groups. Okay, troops का मतलब होता है छोटी छोटी टुकड़ियां. तो वो जो Maratha troops, they were so less that you can even count them. They were handful. But what did they do? Sambhaji Maharaj shattered the dreams of Aurangzeb to conquer from Kabul to Kanyakumari. So with his bravery and military skills, which he has learned from his beloved father Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So the troops of the Maratha army used to attack many of the Mughal territories. जो छोटे छोटे territories थे, वो Maratha हमारे जो troops थे, very easily they used to conquer. And even though the emperor's general tried very hard, अभी कैसे हमको पता चलता है? Through this instance, जो आपको screen पे दिख रहा है, you can see on the screen, जो Ramsej का fort था, Ramsej fort at Nasik, they conquered it, they resisted it very nicely. Who resisted? The Maratha troops. So Sambhaji Maharaj's valor brought Aurangzeb to his knees. उनको उसके कदमों पे ला दिया. क्यों? Because his valor, his strength, and the courage with which he used to fight with the Mughal army. Okay, so next slide we will see. Yes, देखिए आप, as I have said you that they were handful. And who was the leader of these troops? Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj. After the death of his father, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Sambhaji Maharaj took the charge and took the took the management skills, and he managed his Maratha troops also. So Sambhaji Maharaj ने जो है वो गद्दी संभालने के बाद उन्होंने बहुत कोशिश की. He tried really hard to maintain the loyalty as well as the bravery of the troops. Okay, now these जो आपको दिख रहे हैं, now on the screen, they used to fight. They were handful, but they used to fight with bravery and also using their mind, their skills, their techniques. Okay, now let's see the next slide. Yes, fought with bravery and great valor. किसी भी मुश्किल का सामना उन लोग जो थे, जो मराठा ट्रूप्स थे, जो कि हैंडफुल थे, they used to fight with the Mughals or any other foreign powers with great valor. What do you mean by valor? Valor means strength. और पूरे forcefully, पूरे energy के साथ they used to fight. Okay. Now let us see the next slide. Yes, this is the fort of Ramses, which is near Nasik, and they tried to defeat the Maratha troops. Gave a good defense game. आपको पता है ना, जब when you cannot attack, how can we attack thousands of people? Hundreds of people cannot attack thousands of people. So what was the game plan of Sambhaji Maharaj? To start defending and make them tired and start defending. So this was the plan, this was the technique used by the Sambhaji Maharaj and his troops. Okay, so this is the fort of Ramses, which the Mughals were not able to conquer. Next slide. Yes, the Mughals could not withstand even the handful of Maratha army. इतने कम थे कि we can even count them and we can even write their names. So less our Maratha troops were. And Mughals had a big army. But even though the resistance power, the defense technique of Maratha troops was so powerful that the Mughals were not able to withstand. उन लोग खड़े नहीं हो पाए हमारे आर्मी के आगे, मराठा आर्मी के आगे. Handful of Marathas के आगे उन लोग खड़े नहीं हो पाए. Because even though we were handful, we had great technique. We used to conquer any fort, or we used to lead a siege to any, we used to lead a campaign with great technique, दिमाग का इस्तेमाल करके. Okay, so next slide we will see. Yes, now after the Ramsej incident, the Aurangzeb became very furious. He became hopeless. You know what did he do? This is very interesting part of our history. इसलिए history इतना interesting होता है. We actually come to know what did Aurangzeb do after he came to know about the defeat at Ramsej. So क्या उन्होंने किया पता है आपको? आपको दिख रहा है first जो image है, you can see a turban over Aurangzeb's head. Yes. So in anger, what did Aurangzeb do? Aurangzeb removed his turban in frustration and threw it on the floor. उन्होंने अपने सर का जो टर्बन था निकाल के नीचे फेंक दिया. And what he said, he made a vow. He took an oath that he will not wear his turban until he had destroyed Sambhaji Maharaj and he conquered the Maratha army and he conquered the Maratha kingdom. So what did he oath? कि मैं जब तक टर्बन नहीं पहनूंगा तब तक जब तक कि the Maratha troops were destroyed and the Maratha kingdom is in my hands, is in my power. I want to reign the Maratha kingdom. This was Aurangzeb's dream. But Ramsej Nasik incident के बाद his dreams were shattered and he became hopeless and he was frustrated. So he threw his turban to the ground and what did he say? Okay, now I take an oath that I will not wear this turban until and unless I destroyed Sambhaji Maharaj as well as the Maratha kingdom come in my own hands. Okay, so let us see the next slide. Yes, now what did this is the fort of Janjira. अगर आप लोग महाराष्ट्र के आसपास रहते होंगे, so you know when we stay near the Maharashtra, in the Maharashtra, this is the fort of Janjira. Everybody knows Janjira, Murud, Alibag. Yes, so this is the fort of Janjira and this was in the hands of Siddhi. In the earlier lessons I have talked about Siddhis. Who were Siddhis? Siddhis were also the foreign powers. जो Siddhis थे वो भी क्या थे? Foreign powers थे. So those Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj also started a campaign against Siddhis because they were also a foreign power. And this is the fort that we can see is the fort of Janjira. It is the sea fort. Okay, next we can see the slide. Yes, आप लोग देख सकते हैं. It is a small island, टापू कहते हैं जिसको हिंदी में हम लोग. So सिद्धि के अंडर में था ये सब. And Siddhi was also a foreign power. In those times, in order to conquer a place or conquer a state, we have to conquer more of the forts of that place. Okay, so in order to defeat Siddhi or get into the power, it was very necessary to conquer the fort of Janjira. So what did Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj decided? That now he will start a campaign against the Siddhi of Janjira. This you have to remember, Siddhi of Janjira. Janjira एक जगह का नाम है. It is a place. See, you can see on the slide. It is a small island, and the fort is made on the island. So Janjira के against, Siddhi of Janjira के against हमारे छत्रपति संभाजी महाराज started a campaign in order to fail this foreign power. Okay, next slide we will see. Yes. अभी ये जो है, ये सभासदा जो है, ये भी एक writer, एक poet है. What he used to describe, you know, who were Siddhis? Siddhis were actually a rat in the house. This is what we come to know from Sabhasada's description about the Siddhis. Rat पता है आप लोगों को? चूहा. When rat enters our house, what happens? वो सब चीज गिराने लगता है, सब चीज तोड़ फोड़ करने लगता है. और रैट क्या करता है? हमारे किचन पे हमला कर देता है और किचन के सामान को खाने लगता है. फिर हमको वो चीज उठा के फेंकनी पड़ती है. ओके, सब चीज में मुंह डालने लगता है. रैट सब गिर जाता है, उसकी चलने की आवाज आती है, खर 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 खर. वो हर जगह भागने लगता है, दौड़ने लगता है, वो आतंक मचा देता है ना घर में. So similarly, what does Sabhasada? Who is Sabhasada? Sabhasada was the writer or poet or composer of that time, of those times. वो 1600 century के time के writer or composer थे. So what does he say? What is his description about the Siddhis? जो ये सिद्धि लोग थे, अभी मुगल्स अलग है, आदिल शाह लोग अलग है, निजाम शाही, पोर्चुगीज, बट हु आर दिस सिद्धीज? दिस सिद्धीज वर लाइक द रैट इन द हाउस। ऐसा लगता था कि घर में कौन आ गया है, कि सिद्धि घर में एक चूहा आ गया है। दे यूज टू कॉन्कर, दे यूज टू लीव इन्वेजन्स, लूट मचाते थे वो लोग। जो प्रजा थी, रायत के घर में जाकर लूटते थे उनका सामान, उनका फूड ग्रेन्स, वेजिटेबल्स, फ्रूट्स जो फार्मर्स उगाते हैं। So Siddhis were actually described as a rat in the house because they were harassing the people of their own diet. Okay, so next slide we will see this. You have to remember that they Sabasada described them as rat in the house. Okay, so he started a campaign against the Siddhis to teach them a lesson, because as you know, the jo niti hai, what is the number one rule of Swaraj? That we have to care for the Rayat. The king has to care for the Rayat. King has to care for his subjects, the farmers, the cultivators, to all sections of the society. The king has to treat them equally and not harass the people. But what was Siddhi's rule? Siddhi used to harass the people. This was Siddhi's technique. Siddhi used to raid people's houses and collect the wealth and food grains, vegetables and fruits from the subject's house. So what did Sambhaji Maharaj decided? So Sambhaji Maharaj ne campaign against the Siddhi in 1682. So his army laid a siege to Siddhi's Dandarajpuri fort. Okay, and battered the fort at that time. उन्होंने क्या करा? वो फोर्ट ऑफ जंजीरा को आर्टिलरी से उनको हमला किया. हम लोग we will see in the next slide. Yes, see artillery. You can see now. You can see artillery on the screen. So how did Sambhaji Maharaj led a siege to the fort of Janjira? By battering it with artillery. वो जो आप लोग तोप का गोला वो देखते हैं ना, आप लोग मूवीज में देखे होंगे, तोप चलाते हैं, तो वो आर्टिलरी की मदद से, with the help of artillery, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj attacked the fort of Janjira. Okay, now let's, because he wanted to teach Siddhi a lesson, because Siddhi was described by Sabasada as a rat in the house and he was raiding and harassing people. So this fort of Janjira, after attacking, what happened? Shivaji Maharaj got the news that हमने जो एकदम lesson के starting में we have studied that the Aurangzeb himself became the leader and led the invasion against the Maratha kingdom, and Aurangzeb himself was responsible for leading a siege against the Maratha kingdom, and he attacked the Deccan, the south. So when this was happening, when Shivaji Maharaj was attacking the Janjira fort, at this time, during this time, what news did he get? That Aurangzeb has attacked Swarajya. Aurangzeb has attacked the Maratha kingdom. So Shivaji Maharaj has to leave this campaign in midway and return back to save his Maratha kingdom, save his Maratha empire. Okay, so next slide we will see. After the Janjira episode, the Siddhis episode, what was Sambhaji Maharaj next target were the Portuguese. So Sambhaji Maharaj started a campaign against the Portuguese, and this is the Revdanda fort. Now where are these Portuguese used to live? These Portuguese are from Goa. We all know these are also the foreign powers, and these Portuguese are from Goa. And what did Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj do? Started after the Siddhi campaign was left midway. So Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj started a campaign against the Portuguese and he attacked the Revdanda fort. Okay, next slide we will see. Yes, now Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj आपको दिख रहे हैं यहाँ पर with his brave warriors. They were handful, कुछ 600, 800, 900 लोग थे, but still he attacked this Portuguese of Goa. As you know, the Portuguese of Goa had joined hands with the emperor, okay, against Sambhaji Maharaj. So Sambhaji Maharaj also wanted to teach them a lesson. So by how he teach them a lesson, he attacked the Revdanda fort of the Portuguese in 1683. And to counter this, इसके against में जाने के लिए Portuguese ने क्या किया? Portuguese also laid a siege to Fonda fort of the Marathas on the Goa border. Goa border पे जो where there was a fort of Marathas which was called as Fonda fort. So Portuguese against होने के लिए क्या किया उन्होंने? They attacked the Fonda fort. Okay, next slide we will see. Okay, now what happened during this attack? The Portuguese governor, क्या हुआ, गवर्नर जो थे, he was badly wounded. Look how our Maratha troops used to hide. ये उनका टेक्निक था ना, we all know, हमने earlier lessons में पढ़े हैं, we have studied in our earlier lessons that this was the technique. A few of them used to say stay outside the fort, and few of them used to attack the fort, so that when the people are running away, when enemies are running away, the Maratha army could attack them from outside also. So this was the technique. So see how the Maratha troops are waiting for the enemies to come outside the fort so that they can attack from both the sides. So what happened during this attack? During the attack of Fonda Fort and Revdanda Fort, what happened? That the governor, Portuguese governor's condition was very bad. He was wounded and he was running. But what did Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj do? Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj followed him. The Portuguese were in deep trouble. Now let us see the next slide. Yes, देखो, लेकिन जब ये हो रहा था, when all this was happening, when Sambhaji Maharaj was about to win this battle, against whom? Against the Portuguese, because as we know, the governor general, the head of the army, was deeply wounded, and Sambhaji Maharaj was after him. He would have captured him at any time. But what happened? Again, Sambhaji Maharaj got the news that Aurangzeb's army is coming towards the Maharashtra, coming towards the Dakshin Konkan, the Deccan. So he had to leave this campaign midway, the winning battle. He has to leave this, and he had to return to the Maratha Empire, to return to his Swarajya Empire, to maintain the sovereign state of Swaraj. Okay. So जब ये पता चलने के बाद, Maharaj got the news that the Mughals had attacked the South Konkan. Therefore, what he had to do, he had to abandon, बीच में छोड़ना पड़ा उनको, the winning campaign. जीत रहे थे ना, just imagine आप कोई गेम खेल रहे हो, बस आप जीतने वाले हो वो गेम, और आपको आपकी मम्मी ने आवाज दे दी, तो कितना बुरा लगता है ना, हमको बुरा लगता है. तो सिमिलरली ऐसे ही हुआ when Sambhaji Maharaj was about to win this campaign, that the Mughals attacked the Maratha. Okay, so ये जो winning campaign गोवा में था, जो रेवदंडा फोर्ट, फोंडा फोर्ट का जो winning campaign था, he had to leave it midway and return to fight with the Mughals. Okay, next slide we will see. Yes, now Aurangzeb changed his technique. He came to know that the Marathas were not so easy. Maratha troops were not so easy to handle. So what did he say? He planned something. Okay, so what did Aurangzeb? How angry he is. We can see in the slide. We can see in the image. He's so ferocious. He's frustrated. So what does he say? What has he planned? That he thought of dealing with the Marathas later. First, he will deal with other foreign powers who were also his enemies. Who were his enemies? The Qutub Shahi and the Adil Shahi. So he thought that ye Marathas, afterwards I will deal them. They were just handful, na? He thought, ye to 600-900 I will deal them with later. But now what I will do? I will first fight with other enemies, other foreign powers. Which were the foreign powers? The Adil Shahi and the Qutub Shahi. Let us see the next slide. Yes. So finally, Aurangzeb won over the Adil Shahi and the Qutub Shahi, and he got that brings us to the end of Adil Shahi and Qutub Shahi by the hands of Aurangzeb. Yes, so we can say that one enemy killed the other enemy. So that became easy for Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj. कि जो औरंगजेब थे, जो आदिल शाही थे और कुतुब शाही थे, उनको खत्म कर दिया किसने? औरंगजेब ने. But there is also some a different perspective to this. When Aurangzeb got Adil Shahi and Qutub Shahi defeated, now we will see next what happens in our next slide. Yes, Aurangzeb becomes supreme power after the defeat of Adil Shahi and Qutub Shahi. और the wealth and army of both the kingdoms, दोनों की kingdoms की, who got our this emperor Aurangzeb, who was the enemy of Maratha kingdom. So the wealth and army दोनों भी मिल गई किसको? Mughals को मिल गई. Okay, and it made Aurangzeb even stronger. This made him even stronger. Then he concentrated all his might, all his strength, all his powers in defeating the Marathas. Okay, जब इनको wealth भी मिल गया आदिल शाही का, कुतुब शाही का wealth भी मिल गया, military powers भी मिल गई, उनकी सेना भी मिल गई. So after this, चलो, now what he thought, now he planned, now I will concentrate on defending the Marathas. तो मराठास को डिफेंड करने के लिए उनके पास बहुत सारी पावर्स आ गई. Now we will see our next slide. Yes. And in this attack, when as earlier we have seen that he wanted to attack the Deccan, so he laid campaign against Deccan, Aurangzeb. So ये campaign में what happened? Who sacrificed his life? हम्बीराव मोहिते. ये जो थे ये जनरल थे, हमारे मराठा आर्मी के जनरल थे. He sacrificed. He was a great warrior. He was a great army man. So he sacrificed his life. He got killed during the encounter with the Mughal army. Due to this blow, the military strength of संभाजी महाराज was weakened. आपको पता है जब कोई लीडर मर जाता है तो उनके जो पीछे जो सेना होती है उनके बीच का जो करेज ब्रेवरी जो होती है वो शैटर्ड हो जाती है, वो डगमगा जाती है ना. उनका जो करेज जो उनको साथ में रखने वाला, एक लीडर का काम क्या होता है, एक आपका जो कैप्टन होता है, स्कूल में कैप्टन होता है, जो हाउस कैप्टन होता है, स्कूल में मॉनिटर्स होते हैं, उनका काम क्या होता है, व्हाट इज देयर वर्क, to keep the class together, to do an activity together. इसलिए whenever there is a group formed in the school, in the class, we always have a group leader. So what is the work of a group leader? To keep the class together. Okay, so what happened जब हमारे जो group leader जो थे, हमारे general थे आर्मी के हम्बीराव मोहिते, he laid down his life, he sacrificed himself for the Swaraj. After that, what happened? The military strength of Sambhaji Maharaj was weakened. Okay, so इधर तक हमने अभी पढ़ा है ये लेसन में. This we have studied. This part is finished. This was the part 1. Okay, in other lesson, in other lecture, I will be sharing with you the information about part 2. And this is a very interesting lesson. आगे भी बहुत interesting है. You will be very interested in it. Okay, so your homework is to read so that we can connect part 1 and part 2 very well, and we can study further. आप सबको कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना है. डू यू हैव टू आस्क एनी क्वेश्चंस? यू कैन आस्क मी. आई विल आंसर योर क्वेश्चन. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट, एनीथिंग यू डिडंट अंडरस्टूड, एनी वर्ड यू डिडंट अंडरस्टूड, एनी इवेंट आपको कुछ फिर से मुझे बोलने लगा ना, तो मैं बोलती हूँ आपको, कोई इवेंट आपको समझ में नहीं आया.
नो टीचर, सब समझ में आया है.
ओह, थैंक यू सो मच. एनीबडी एल्स? कुछ आपको पूछना है लेसन से रिलेटेड? इतना इंटरेस्टिंग, सच एन इंटरेस्टिंग लेसन है. पूरे हिस्ट्री को समझाने वाला लेसन कि एक्चुअली क्या हुआ.
Sure.
ओके, थैंक यू.